going to be talking about today. You can see if you click the 4 squares at the bottom there, that's going to pop up the gallery. In the gallery, we'll have all of the items that I'm going to talk about, all of the finer details and points, things that I might not actually cover, or some of the pricing. That's where you're going to see all of that, and that's where you can add to cart. So that's going to be most important, because I know that most of this you are going to want to add to cart because it is fantastic. So with that being said, the gallery will pop up. I will minimize down, but I won't go anywhere. You'll still hear me talking. I'll continue on. Whenever you're finished with the gallery, you'll click out of that and then I'll pop back up. So let's get started. The color of the year, 2024. I can't believe we're here and on into the month, which is shocking to me, but the color of the year is peach fuzz. So you'll notice I have a peachy colored top on. Peach is one of my favorites. I feel like when I wear that color, it's feminine, it feels new and fresh like spring, and that is definitely how it makes me feel. I hope it makes you feel that way too, because the jewelry that I've picked today to talk about is morganite. So morganite is going to be one of those colors that it gives you that peachy tone feel. So I want to talk about matching your jewelry to your clothes. So a lot of times we kind of use colors as accent pieces or do something a little different, but this time I wanted to kind of meld everything together in one Springfield look. So morganite, it's one of my favorites. So I want to start with the earrings here. So we're leaning into, I'm going to get closer, you know, that heart trend that you're seeing kind of all over the editorials. The heart trend is everywhere. It has so many meanings behind it, but what we have here is the morganite simulant and cubic zirconia. So it's going to be 1.75 carat total weight. So the heart, it's going to be 18 karat rose gold over sterling silver. These, I think, are such delicate earrings. I think they're fun. They really get that message across that, you know, you are up on the trends and you know what is what in the editorials. You get that peachy color and then the stones around. So you've got all the things in one. You've got the color of the year. One of the biggest trends is hearts. I think that's so pretty. A stud is always easy and comfortable. I tend to, a lot of times, if I'm just in my everyday wear, I find a stud, throw it on. It's something that can go with everything. It can be everyday wear, but you still get that really fun, you know, kind of fashion feel when you're wearing a stud. So it's different. It's definitely something that, you know, kind of makes a pop. And with that color of the year, the peachy color, I think it's fun. It makes me think of, you know, spring and warm things and new starts, because I'm ready for all of those things. So the earrings are fantastic. I think those are a must. Now, because I have a higher neck on, I chose not to go with a necklace today. You could always layer something on, but I just chose not to because I wanted to kind of let the color speak for itself and then just put kind of accent pieces around. So let's see, let's talk about my watch. I'm gonna put that on. I didn't clasp it all the way. So my watch is, I always have a watch on all the time. I think a watch is one of those things that it goes on without even thinking automatically. We've been kind of in that tech phase with watches, and I'm really liking the idea of kind of branching out. So this watch, if I can get it kind of zoomed in there so you can see. Oh, there we go. So this one is a BCBG, and this is going to be a 38mm round, and it's going to be a two-tone. You're going to have that, you know, kind of rose tone in there. But what I think is really fun about this design is if you can see how it looks almost 3D. You're kind of pulling that flower feel into the face, so it really adds texture and dimension. I think that that's just, it really kind of grabs your eye when you're looking. Well, we'll see if I can rehook it there. What's great is you're gonna have that mesh band. I think that's always fun and different. And then it is adjustable with the clasp there. So this is gonna kind of pop up, it slides open, and then it comes around and it relatches itself there. So this is one of my favorite pieces when I'm looking at different type of watches. I love a mesh band for one. just because it's comfortable and it makes sense. And if I'm gonna have something that I chose to wear every day, I want it to be comfortable and still be fashionable. And this definitely ticks all of those boxes for sure. But it's just a kind of a fun little pick-me-up for spring. You got the flower feel in there. I think that one's a really fun one. So next, I want to talk about, we'll talk about my ring first. I know you're kind of seeing flashes of that. So my ring is 6 carats in total weight, and it's going to be a rose quartz. And I'm going to put it up this way because it really helps you see better. There we go. So it has rose quartz and diamond accents, and it's going to be 18 karat rose gold over sterling silver. How pretty is that? Talk about a cocktail accent ring. All those stones separated in there, and then you have those diamond accent stones. This is going to be something that you're definitely going to notice. I love how it's a wider band, so it really makes a statement, but it feels comfortable. And I think that that's important. Again, comfort is important when I'm choosing my everyday jewelry, but this one is definitely one of those that ticks those boxes as well. I think that this one meets the morganite there, is perfect for the color of the year. So be sure that while you're looking through all these things, click on the gallery. The gallery is going to pull everything out, and it's going to tell you all those finer details about those pieces that I'm talking about. You'll have sizing there, all of those things, and add to cart. Don't forget, that's the most important part, is to add to cart. So another trend, this is gonna be the last piece that I'm gonna talk about. I've talked about so many times on here about a tennis bracelet. A tennis bracelet is a must for me. I have one on either if it's by itself or if it is in a stack of bracelets, which I generally tend to do a stack. Let's see if I can get it to focus for you there. So this you're gonna see is, there we go. So it's gonna be it's 9 karat total gram weight of simulated morganite and diamond accent tennis bracelet. So this is going to be in rose rhodium over sterling silver. So this one, the sizing on it is a 7.25. So it is a little loose on my wrist, but I am okay with that because I do like to have movement in my tennis bracelets if it's going to slide up, typically because I do stack them. So it's gonna change its place in my stack where I'm gonna have that. So I like to go a little bigger. Some people like to go a little more fitted, but there are options when you're looking at those types of things. So this is definitely a statement, the morganite for sure. So all of these amazing pieces that I've talked about today lean into that color of the year, that peach fuzz. So definitely go on to the gallery, check those things out, and get onto the Zedora Marketplace. There's so many other things to explore.